guys, today in this video I am troubleshooting Waterbend by Joe Feldpausch. It's not like someone asked for a troubleshooting video 2 years ago, but my Waterbend looked like that and it was not very good to be troubleshooting at the time, so I didn't feel good enough troubleshooting it. But I have greatly improved since then, so that's why I'm here today. Now it looks a little bit more like this, which is a bit more even and consistent, and my hands aren't as shaky whenever I'm trying to do the cascade motion. But I was on the struggle bus for like 2 years, or maybe it's the struggle both because it's water. But anyway, hopefully I can give you some good tips so you don't struggle for 2 years and waste 2 years of your cardistry journey trying to do Waterbend. Now there is a demo on Best Cards Alive channel, so be sure to watch that first, link in the description. I'm not claiming my Waterbend is as good as it could possibly be. I'm still working on improving it, but I have significantly improved mine since the one I did 2 years ago. But yeah, let's get on to the troubleshooting. Prerequisites for this move include the Faro and a cascade. Friffle by Oliver Sogard is optional. It helps to use a broken in deck. A too new and slippery deck will of course be too slippery and you'll drop more cards, and a too clumpy deck will cause the cards to fall in clumps. First, perform a Faro shuffle. The more even the Faro, the better. Once the cards are Faroed, you have to arrange the packets into this perpendicular sideways T display. Now I'm right-handed, but I do Faro like a lefty. My right hand packet Faros on top of my left hand packet. That's how I've seen more left-handed carders do it, while I've seen more right-handed carders put their left hand and Faro on top of their right hand. So Faro whichever way works for you, but I do get into the perpendicular display differently than Joe. So after I Faro the packet, my right hand turns the packet upward, creating this 90-degree angle, and then I move the packet closer to me. This bottom packet does not move at all. Now when Joe does it, his left hand moves up, and then he places his pinky on the bottom short edge and his thumb on the top short edge by his index, and then his middle and ring finger curl underneath the packet, and then he pushes that packet downwards, while his other hand moves that horizontal packet upwards, creating that perpendicular shape. In this position, I like to have the horizontal cards push in about twice the size of the border of the cards. If it is a thin border, it's more of 1/4 of an inch or about 3/5 of a centimeter, or if you look on the faces, it's not quite covering the full pip. You just have to play around with how much you want the cards pushed in. Now when you're first starting, it may help to push the packets in more, but this will shorten the duration of the move because the cards will fall faster. Now you're ready for the actual Waterbend grip, and this grip is going to be in your dominant hand. So from this perpendicular position, your dominant index finger is going to curl in like so, and the first joint or nail of your index is going to contact the back of the horizontal packet, but close to where the packets intersect. Your middle finger is going to contact the bottom short edge of the vertical packet to the corner closest to you. And your ring finger and pinky are just going to be by your middle finger, but out of the way. The part between your thumb, it's kind of in between the fleshy part and the joint of your thumb, is going to contact the short edge of the horizontal packet. Now notice that your thumb is not pinching the packet, it's just kind of open like so. Now based on how you Faro the cards, you may have to do some re-gripping for this Waterbend grip. For me, I have to hold the cards together with my non-dominant hand during the re-grip. Once you have your dominant hand Waterbend grip, your non-dominant thumb is going to be the pivot point. It goes about the middle of the bottom long edge of the horizontal packet, closer to your other thumb. If it's on the side closer to your middle finger, the cards may pivot the wrong way and fall to the floor. Also notice the distance between the two thumbs during the actual cascade part. They're about 2 inches or 5 centimeters away from each other. Now there are two catching grips. The original grip was just where the short edges contact your pinky in a straddle grip. Your other fingers had to be out of the way. I especially had issues with a card landing on my ring finger instead of pivoting and landing on my pinky. And also your pinky finger is your shortest finger, and there's not as much room for the cards. Your pinky may not catch the card and the card will fall to the floor. The new way is easier as all 4 fingers, which are longer than your pinky, have more room to catch the cards, and they're already out of the way so the cards aren't landing in a complete mess.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And also, your hand doesn't block near as much of the motion as the old catching grip. Now that you have all the grips, you just let the cards fall by tilting your hand slightly towards yourself. As you start running out of cards, start moving your hand downward so your middle finger is following the bottom edges of the cards, and that way it can land more cleanly. Without the cards, the grip kind of looks like this. You know, your index is curled, you got your middle and your thumb, and then your hand just slightly tilts up. You know, it's not like that, it's just slightly. Okay, you're not chugging water like, no, it's just slight movement until the cards fall. Gravity is your friend or your enemy if the cards fall too much. So you're just using gravity. You don't push the cards with your index finger. Your index finger is just there to hold the cards in place. The cards are just falling, so let them fall. And you want all the cards to contact the pivot points, your middle finger, your thumb, and your other thumb. This move is called Waterbend for a reason. Now, holding the cards in this grip was very uncomfortable for me at first. My hands were shaking so much, I didn't practice it enough like I should have, and I was literally afraid to let the cards fall. Instead of being a scaredy cat like me, get you a table or a practice over a bed or something so that when you do drop cards, because chances are you will drop cards, you can pick them up more easily. It's very important to practice. That's why I mentioned that last part. You just need to practice Waterbend a lot to get comfortable with it. And actually, once you do get used to the motion of the cards falling, it actually feels quite satisfying when all the cards start pivoting off my non-dominant thumb. I think it feels nice. That sounds weird. You can also Faro the packets into one another so that one packet holds all the cards and there's no loose cards on the outside. Either all vertical cards on the outside, or you can have all horizontal cards on the outside. Your index will need to contact that outside card so that it of course doesn't fall. The last big tip is that it would be helpful if your hands are not too sweaty. It's like 100 degrees right now and I'm burning up. But if your hands are too sweaty, the moisture will make the cards stick to your hands and then the cards will land messily and it doesn't look good. So wash your hands and hopefully that will get some moisture off. If you dry them after you wash your hands, of course. Now for the Friffle combo, all you have to do is of course do a Friffle, and then you just reposition the cards into Waterbend position. Now after I Friffle the cards are weaved in too deep, so I have to kind of unweave them a little bit to where they're not as deep and they're weaved. I don't know if that's correct English, but about double border thickness so the cards don't fall too fast. Now Joe also has a one-handed version of Waterbend where instead of using your non-dominant thumb as the pivot point, he uses his ring finger. Now I haven't gotten that down, so I can't really help you too much. Just so you know. So yeah, be sure to just rewatch whatever parts of this troubleshooting that you need to, but here's a quick recap. Faro the cards, reposition them into this perpendicular position with the horizontal packet pushed in about double border thickness of the way in. Curl your index and place it on the back. Place your middle finger on the bottom short edge of the vertical packet close to the corner closest to you. Place the horizontal packet short edge near the fleshy part or first joint of your thumb. Place your non-dominant thumb somewhere around the middle, slightly closer to your other thumb. Use this catching grip with all 4 fingers, catching the short edges as you tilt your hand towards yourself so the cards fall. Alright guys, hopefully that was helpful, and hopefully you can start improving your Waterbend. Again, this will take some practice. And some good effort, like most Cardistry moves. Also, I'm having a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. You saw me use the materia deck for this video, and I have 3 other ones that give away one if we reach 1,000 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And finally, a reminder for those who want to participate in Cardistry War, be sure to send me that video by June 23rd. Yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time.